All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elect elders of Israel that rule well. Strong salutation to you, brothers out there that labor in sound doctrine and sincerity. Yahweh Shema Shai, brought them to the hopeful elect, and peace, blessing, salutation to the house of David, the elect. All right, it's King Dalen, Brother Kaloya Allah. I'm back with another topic, back with another lesson, back with another video. All through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. And as you can see in the open, I played this video. You know, he's a well-known fighter, mixed martial artist, UFC fighter, Israel. I can't say his last name, but we know his first name, Israel, and that's the spirit, right? All right, because this thing is about the Israelites. You know, this truth. All right, this whole world was created for Israel's sake. You know, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, as well as the speckled bird and the Israelite foreigners throughout the four corners of the earth that go back to the seed line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, the Lord have chosen, all right, the Israelites. He's only dealing with Israel. He's only in the midst of Israel. Matter of fact, let me get that in Joel 2 and 27. All right, this is the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and I am the Lord Yahweh, your power, and none else. And my people shall never be ashamed. So the Lord is only dealing with the Israelites, Yasha Allah, Prince of the Power. All right. He's only dealing with the Israelite men, the Israelite women, and the Israelite children. All right. That's the only people that he's dealing with. All right. And that's the spirit, because this thing, and that's not really the topic, but the topic of this lesson is this truth is all we got, man. All you Akim and Akwaf, all you brothers and sisters that's sincere in this thing, this truth is the only thing we got, man. Anything else, if you put anything else before Yahweh Shema Shai, you destined to fail. You destined to lose, man. Everything got to be set up in its proper order, all right? And there's a way and an order to the way the Most High does things, man. All right, and you say that you can say one way that this truth is number one, the Lord is number one, but you can live another way, man. All right, and that's that's not necessarily the topic. The topic really is all we got is this truth, and you got to be prepared to die for this truth, man. All right, just like this video, it said. Prepared to die. All right, and I may just post a couple, several hours ago, 20 hours ago, right? And I said, if this truth don't work out, fuck it. And that's my mentality. Because this truth all I got, right? I'm going to read it. Say, if this truth don't work out, fuck it. I got nothing to lose. This truth all I got. I don't got no life. This truth is my life. Yahweh Bashima Shai is all I got. Right? And I put, precepts in the captions as well. And that's of a truth, man. That's how I feel, man. I don't have no life, outside of this truth, man. This truth is my life. This truth is all I got, man. Yahweh Shema Shai put me through so many trials and tribulations, man, to where I had no choice but to cleave unto Yahweh Shema Shai. Others might have the liberty to say, this truth might be a little side gig for some people. All right, but this not a side gig for me. This truth is my life. If I leave the truth, I got nothing to go to. Some people can fall out the truth and then they just go back to whatever they was doing in the world, and that's not so with me. That's why I said, if this truth don't work out, fuck. If none of this stuff that we've been saying, prophecy's sake, if all this stuff that we saying is false and flabbergasted, we through. Because these elites, they gonna go with they move regardless. I got all my eggs in one basket, man. Yahweh Bashima Shai. This truth all I got, man. And the Most High is looking for the men that's going to fight for him, man. All right. If you lukewarm, that's why the Most High, that's why Yahweh Shai is coming up to, he's setting up a mark, man. All right. This is the book of Revelation chapter 3, verse 15. I know thy works that thou art neither cold nor hot. All right. I would thou were cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm, neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. Right. And the Most High Yahweh Shai is looking at the people that really don't believe that's not really anything 100%, man. All right. And the brother put a marvelous precept, a beautiful precept, you know, the Prince of the Host, Revelation 12:11. Let's get that, man. You know, let's get that. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 11. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb. Who was that? The saints. All right. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. And they loved not their lives unto death. Right? And that's what you got to be in the truth. You got to hate this current world that you living in. You got to hate your life, man. The only thing that you should love is the work of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right? And your you know, and your family in this truth, man. That's it. You know? Loving Yahweh Shema Shai and your family and, you know, your fellow Israelite brethren and sisters, all right, and doing his work, man. That's it, man. Anything outside, you know, we're in the world, but we're not of the world. All right. If any man love, let me get that. If any man love the world, if you love your worldly life, the love of the Father is not in you, man. All right. This is the book of 1 John chapter 2, verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him, man. All right, because you don't truly love the Father, man. All right, if you're not in this thing 100%, that's why Most High talk about being lukewarm. He'd rather you be with him 100% or not be with him at all, man. All right, like how Shai said, I'll come to, you know, the vision, man. Luke chapter 12, verse 51. Suppose ye that I'm come to give peace on earth? I tell you nay, but rather division. For from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. The father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father, the mother against the daughter against the mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And what is it going into? The Most High Yahweh Shema Shai setting up the elect versus the ones that's not with him, man. All right, he's setting up his sheep on the right hand and the goats on the left. That's what that's going into. All right, he's setting up the holy from the profane, man. Right, he that is holy, let him be holy still, and he that is unjust, let him be unjust still. All right, and the word holy means us to separate, division. Okay, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 22, and verse 11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still, man. So the Most High is setting up a standard. All right, he's marking the earth, man. All right, and either you with this thing or you not with this thing, man. All right, either you with this thing or you not with this thing. The Apostle Paul said he was with it all the way to death, man. You gotta be about it, man. You gotta be about it. All right, this is the book of Acts, chapter 21, verse 13. Then Paul answered, what mean ye to weep and break my heart? For I am ready not to be bound only, but also to die at Jerusalem for the name of the Lord Yahweh Shai. And when he would not be persuaded, we cease, saying, the will of the Lord be done. So the Apostle Paul was ready to, was ready to die. And that's what you got to be ready. You got to be ready to die for this thing, man. All right. Book of Psalms, Psalm chapter 88, verse 15. All right. And this was David and his men. This was the men of David. Psalms 88, verse 15. I am afflicted and ready to die from my youth up. While I suffer thy terrors, I am distracted. Right. So in this truth and doing this thing, you afflicted and ready to die from my youth up. You ready to give it up, man. This truth all I got. Rather, man, look, I'm going to either do this work or I'm going to die. I'd rather do this work or die. And then I'd rather have it no other way, just like Elijah said. Elijah said, look, Lord, I'm ready. Just take me. You know, either I'm gonna do this work or just take me. And that's how it's gonna be, man. You know, that's just how it's gonna be. This is the book of 1 Kings, chapter 19, verse 4. But he himself went a day's journey into the wilderness and came and sat down under a juniper tree and requested for himself that he might die. This is Elijah. Well, let me read it. Let's start verse 1. 1 Kings chapter 19, verse 1. And Ahab told Jezebel all that Elijah had done, and withal how he had slain all the prophets with the sword. Then Jezebel sent a message to Elijah, saying, so let the gods do unto me, and more also, if I make not thy life as the life of one of them by tomorrow about this time. And when he saw that, he arose and went for his life, and came to Beersheba, and belonged to Judah, and left his servant there. So this is Elijah. And then he said, but he himself went a day's journey into the wilderness, and came and sat down under a juniper tree, and requested for himself that he might die, and said, it is enough. Now, O Yahweh, take away my life, for I am not better than my fathers. You see that? So Elijah, look, man, either I'm gonna do this work or Lord, just take me. And if you don't want me to, if you don't want me to do this work, just take me. If I can't do this work, just take me, Lord. Just take me. You know? And this the true spirit that the men of the Lord is in, man. You know, the Apostle Paul, let me get Colossians. No, Salaki, let me get Philippians. All right, and the Apostle Paul made that statement many times. But a matter of fact, the Apostle Paul said, "I'd rather be with the Lord, either I'd rather be doing His work or be dead." I gotta find it. I believe it's in 2 Corinthians, man, if I'm not mistaken. You know, let me see, man. You see, man, I'm gonna get Philippians though. I'm thinking of that precept, man. I believe it's the Corinthians, but I'm gonna get first Philippians, man. All right. You know, this is all we got, man. This truth, you know, is really all we got. You know, if you in your right mind, you will understand there's nothing in this world. You know, if we didn't have this truth, you might as well commit suicide, man. You know, you might as well kill yourself. Anybody that's not in this truth might as well kill himself, man. You know, and that might sound harsh, but I'm speaking the reality. I'm speaking nothing but facts, man. If you leave this truth now, you might as well kill yourself. You know, I'm being honest, man. I'm just being honest. All right, this is the book of Philippians chapter 1, verse 20. According to my earnest expectation and my hope, that in nothing I shall be ashamed, but that with all boldness, as always, so now also Yahweh shall be magnified in my body, whether it be my life or by death. You see that? Whether it be by life or death, man. Either while I'm living, I'm going to do this work, or I'm going to die for Yahweh Shema Shah, or I'd rather die for Yahweh Shema Shah, or I'd rather be with the Lord, man. Either I'm going to do this work, or I'd rather be dead. No other way, man. Either I'm going to be in this truth, or I'm going to die. Either I'm going to do the work, or I'm going to die, man. You know? It's a win-win. You know, because if I die, I'm going to be in the third heaven anyway, and I'm going to be with the Lord. You know? Verse 21, for to me to live is Yahweh Shai, and to die is gain. So it's a win-win. It's a win-win. It's a win-win, baby. It's a win-win. Verse 22, but if I live in the flesh, this is the fruit of my labor, right? So meaning if I'm in my body, if I'm still alive, well, this is the fruit of my labor. I'm gonna continue to teach. I'm gonna continue to do the work. I'm gonna continue to have the faith, to exhort, to do the things that's required of me, right? It says, yet what I shall choose, I will not. You know, for I am in a strait between two. All right, the Apostle Paul is in a strait between two, meaning what? He wanted to either, he was, in a strait between two, meaning he wanted to pretty much die, but he still wanted to pretty much do the work. So he was in a strait between two, right? It says, having a desire to depart, right? Meaning to die, and to be with Yahweh Shai, meaning being in the third heaven, having the desires to depart, and to be with Yahweh Shai, which is far better, right? Because in the third heaven is paradise, man. To be with Yahweh Shai, to be with the Lord, Yahweh Shai, I mean, is far greater than being here on this wretched earth. You know, and yes, I say a wretched earth because the earth is in shambles right now. We have devils ruling the earth. All right. Verse 24. Nevertheless, to abide in the flesh, right? To be alive still, to be in this damn corruptible body is more needful for you, right? Because Apostle Paul, he still had to finish the mission. He still had the things to do, man. He still had to send out epistles. He still had to, guide the sheep, man. Verse 25. And having this confidence, I know that I shall abide and continue with you all for your furtherance and joy of faith. Verse 26, that your rejoicing may be more abundant in Yahweh Shai HaMashiach for me by my coming to you again. Right? So that speaks for itself, man. I was trying to think of, when Apostle Paul said in Corinthians, but I'm gonna just go to Mark. All right, because the apostles, they was ready to, let me see, 14. All right. This is Peter. Peter denied the Lord, but it was all through the Spirit. And guess what? Peter, the Most High, for Yahweh Shai, prayed for Peter that what his faith fail or not. Peter didn't get sifted out, man. But anyway. This is the book of Mark, chapter 14, verse 29. But Peter said unto him, although all shall be offended, yet will not I. And Yahweh shall say unto him, verily I say unto thee, that this day, even this night, before the cock crow, twice thou shalt deny me thrice. But he spake more vehemently. And when I read this verse 31, I kind of laughed. You know how Jake is. When it said vehemently, like, it's like, he spoke with more energy. He spoke more enthusiasm. Spoke with more enthusiasm. Like, no, Lord, I never do that. Like you said, but he spake more vehemently. That's what it's going into. You know how Jake is. They had Passover. They was drinking some wine. So they was talking, man. So Peter was like, what? Lord, I never, Peter in his mind, like, Lord, I'm ready to die. Peter, he said, but he spake more vehemently, if I should die with thee, I will not deny thee in any wise. Meaning, Lord, if I'm going to die, because Lord already told him he was going to die, for his name. He said, if I'm going to die, how am I going to deny you? But go back to Ecclesiastes 8 and 8. Let me get that, That's why it's always Lord willing, man. Ecclesiastes 8 and 8. There is no man that have power over the spirit to retain the spirit. And sadly, that's what happened with the Apostle Peter, man. All right? The Apostle Peter, that's why the Apostle Paul said, though I do the things I would not, that I do. And the things that I would do, I do not. Why? Ecclesiastes 8 and 8. There is no man that have power over the spirit to retain the spirit, man. So you just got to pray that it be in the Lord's will, man. All right? Because man can say one thing and do something else, man. That's why we got to get the fuck up out of That's why we got to get new bodies, man. That's why we got to shed these chains of darkness, man. All right? Because it's a constant, the spirit lusteth against the flesh and the flesh lusteth against the spirit, man. And the two are enmity against one another, man. All right, and it's a constant battle. That's why Scripture says there is no man that have power over the spirit to retain the spirit, neither have he power in the day of death. And there is no discharge in that in war, neither shall wickedness deliver those that are given to it. But this is that just say what happened with the Apostle Peter, that had to happen. But all in all, guess what? The Apostle Peter was a martyr for the name of the Lord, man. All right, and he was crucified upside down. But the point is, Mark chapter 14, verse 31, this is the spirit that they was in. But he spake the more vehemently, if I should die with thee, I would not deny thee any wise. Likewise, also said to y'all. I mean, they all said this. I mean, they was already to die for the Lord, man. You know, there was already this. This is all. This they was like, man, look, the Apostle Peter said we forsaken all that we have. Let me get that, man. They forsook everything, man. They literally forsook everything, man. This how you know. This you tell when a man is fully invested. When he give up everything, man, and said, look, man, ain't no going back. Like, you know, Yahweh Shai speak about a man counting the cost. But look, man, look, I ain't gonna say there ain't no counting the cost, but you know, I'm gonna say Lord willing. But when look, man, you gotta be prepared to lose everything, man. That's what counting the cost mean, man. Whatever it takes, man. By any, like we go to Malcolm X, by any means necessary, man. You know, by any means necessary, man. Ain't no giving up, man. This all I got. This is my livelihood. You know, I got shit. I ain't got nothing to lose, man. You know, I ain't got nothing to lose, man. You know, I have nothing to lose. You know, this truth is all I got, man. The wisdom and knowledge and understanding of Yahweh Shema Shai, knowing these prophecies, knowing these breakdowns, knowing these parables, knowing these similitudes, knowing the commandments, knowing all these different, this all I got, man. The faith of Yahweh Shema Shai, this all I got, man. It ain't no going back. It ain't no going back. We at the point of no return, man. All right? Matthew chapter 19, verse 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, behold, we have forsaken all. We have forsaken all. That's not light. That's not a light saying. That's not a light precept. A lot of people read that and just read it to read. That's not light. The apostles, when they left everything and followed the Lord, man. You know, they left literally everything and followed the Lord, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna keep reading. Matthew chapter 19, verse 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? All right. So guess what? Peter and the rest of the, you know, the 11, you know, or the rest of the 10, if I say, because Judas, he fell out. Judas Iscariot. All right. He purchased his field. He purchased his portion with the unbelievers. All right. But anyway, the Peter. All right. Peter, and then you got Matthias, who came a part of the 12 later down the line. Forsook everything, man. Literally forsook everything. You know? Literally forsook everything, man. This truth, look, man, the true men of the Lord, this truth is all we got, man. Regardless of if you got a wife, regardless if you got wife or wives or children or families or mother, father, look, man, this truth is all you got, man. At the end of the day, this truth is all you got. Because anybody can be gone just like that, man. Anything could be, a job can be gone just like that. You know? Anything, I'm talking about anything. You know? Your wife can be gone just like that. Your mother, your father can be gone just like that. Your closest cousins can be gone just like that, man. All right? Your car, your house, anything could be gone just like that, man. Your freedom, you could be thrown in jail just like that. You know? You know, your trust funds can be gone just like that. All right? You know, your inheritance can be gone. You know, that your inheritance that was passed down from, you know, your great-grandfather can be gone just like that, man. Your bank account can be gone just like that. It can be gone just like that, man. You know, so at the end of the day, this truth is all we got, man. You know, so with that, I'm closed out, giving our praise to Yahweh by Shema Shai by Shem Kakwadash. Till next time, Shalom.